throughout the day on NBC Action News, we are focusing on a very important issue, education, and taking a look at what the future holds for schools in both Kansas and Missouri. Mark Clegg joins us now with more on this. Mark, a lot of changes potentially in next school year.
A lot of people affected. Good morning, Curtis.
Good morning.
You know, quality education and funding for those programs that ensure good education, even at the pre-K level, have recently been the targets of state financial cuts on both sides of the state line. A group of area business leaders is hoping to change that.
You have to start early. You have to educate and start with those building blocks early on.
The organization is called ACE, Alliance for Childhood Education. It's made up of Kansas City area business leaders who want others in the business community to push lawmakers to invest in early childhood education.
Education, high-quality education, and access to high-quality education is, in fact, an economic development issue.
Tyler Notberg, CEO of U.S. Engineering Company, is a co-founder, along with David Oliver, a partner at the law firm Berkowitz Oliver, and Jonathan Frieden, CEO of U.S. Toy and Constructive Playthings.
You have to have a strong foundation for success, and so many people talk about fourth grade reading and eighth grade testing scores, but if you don't have a strong foundation, you can't get there.
They're pushing for more funding for programs such as Kansas Early Head Start, Parents as Teachers, and the Kansas Preschool Program.
We need to be investing as early as we can so that kids can get on the road to an education, to college, and to jobs in our community.
And joining me right now is Jonathan Frieden, one of the co-founders of ACE. We really appreciate you being here this morning with us to talk about this very important subject. Now, a report out today from Kansas Action for Children. It shows that only 7% of eligible children in Kansas actually receive early Head Start programs, and they actually are helping improve this statistic. How is that happening?
Well, just to point what we've already done, ACE earlier this year and some active business leaders helped save a Head Start funding that was actually slated to be cut in last year's session. We were successful with convincing legislators behind the scenes that this was important and that was not an area to cut. And this year, we're actually advocating for increased investment, hopefully, which will help increase that percentage of eligible kids that can have access to high-quality early ed.
And what have you found when they have that? Because so often they don't.
They don't, and when they don't have that, again, we liken it to building a house with a strong foundation. If they don't have a strong foundation, how are we going to build that house for the future? So early Head Start, high-quality early childhood education is that strong foundation, and that will absolutely reap dividends for society later on.
Now, you're also one of the founding members of the, not founding, but Kansas Children's Cabinet. You guys are working with them as well. And you're a father. You've got your own kids. So why focus on these early quality child care programs? Tell us what why that is just so important.
Well, again, for every dollar invested in high-quality early ed, and I stress high-quality early ed, it produces $10 in return in societal benefit. Engaged parents, identified special needs early on that save money over the long run, increased graduation rates, reduced teen pregnancy. These are all societal benefits that produce very long-term benefits for society, and again, that's money very well invested.
Now, so many times we look at this, that this is an issue between parents and the school district, but we've got business involved at this point. The community is getting behind this. What's the reaction that you've found from other business leaders to your program and what you do?
It's absolutely fantastic. Businesses want to be a part of things that have success metrics and that are proving results, and what we're doing and what we're advocating actually produces long-term results, and it's factual, and the ROI is there, and business leaders want to be a part of that, and having those discussions with elected officials from the CEO perspective and leadership perspective absolutely makes a difference on these topics, that we're advocating for something that increases our societal benefit and investing in human capital.
Well, very impressive work, and a lot of people have said this is going to take a community effort. So, Jonathan Frieden, thanks for being with us today. Now, starting at 4:30 this afternoon, Andre Riley with Kansas City Public Schools will be here to chat online with parents who have questions or concerns about their child's education or the loss of accreditation, which is coming up. If you'd like to take part in that, you can go to our website this afternoon, NBCActionNews.com. Click on Lesson Plan, and that online chat will go from 4:30 to 7 p.m. NBC Action News Midday. We'll be right back.